Baby, someone's dog is going ham outside. Hi, Taurus. Happy Sunday. Well, Sunday when I'm doing this live. Today is Sunday, August 10th, 2025. It's currently 3:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope all is well. Happy Aquarius full moon. It peaked yesterday. Hold on, I made some tea. A lot of you are really taking holistic healing more seriously. That's coming up in August. All right, let's burn some sage. Let us pray. Lord, my hands are dry. I need to just keep lotion on my desk because I wash my hands so many times a day. Also, that could be significant. Make sure, especially because the seasons are changing soon. Hygiene, especially with kids being back in school. 111 when I looked up, 355. Make sure they are washing their hands, avoiding touching their face if they can. It's something that's often said, but very hard to do for some as well. Okay. Let us pray. God, divine source, angels, ancestors, guides, universe, thank you for allowing me to guide Taurus placements on their August 2025 monthly reading. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear guide, clear channel, clear vessel as I speak to them on what to expect as the month unfolds. God, please bless each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me whenever they are guided to do so. Allow us all to be divinely guided and divinely led. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Thank you for divine insight. Thank you for divine foresight. Gratitude, Ashe. So I really do not feel like getting up to get the lotion, so I'm gonna just put some Florida water on my hands. Can you hear the dog? Well, the air just came on. So you could be something about white noise, like white noise in the background as a distraction from the loudness, a distraction from the noise that may be around you, but I can still hear the fucking dog over the air conditioner. Hi, Grow Garden. Let's get started. Or no, you could have a very annoying like neighbor or someone's animal just won't shut the fuck up, you know, I don't know. Or that could also be spirit trying to get your attention with something. We'll see what comes out with the cards in reference to the dog going crazy. Taurus, August 2025. You have tradition upright, followed by loyalty in reverse. Divine feminine, the void. Codes in nature, miracles. You can do magic, you can perform miracles. Maybe I always get the lyrics wrong. Accountability, honey, I wanted to, baby, this is giving me, the way this card flipped out, it's giving someone's gambling with accountability. Can y'all hear the dog? I mean, I could close the door, but I'm not. Hi, Random Boy. I'm doing good. How are you? Thank you for coming. Welcome. But yeah, someone's gambling with accountability. I'm going to put that to the side. All right. What else for Taurus? Clarity. Family is in reverse. Nurture, nature. Yeah, you're definitely taking holistic healing more seriously. I don't know, it feels like you're discovering something as well. Like a truth you didn't know before. Now the fucking sirens, and I can still hear the dog. And the AC. That's wild. Yeah, you could be trying to eliminate a lot of chaos from your environment, but it seems like there may be a struggle. Anything else? Sexuality. Okay. Solitude. Baby, these cards are landing where they want to land, okay? You have joy and light. Anything else for Taurus? What the fuck? Magic alignment upright, but Oya protection in reverse. You are the... What are you? The 10th sign that I'm recording. I have 2 signs left after you for August. And Oya is the mother of 9. She's been coming out reversed a lot today, which I just don't like, okay? Can you clarify that energy, please, for me? Thank you. All right, we're going to talk about that first. So clarifying Oya protection in reverse. The clarifier fell on top of Anchorita solitude, which is clarifying loyalty in reverse, okay? When you go against your better judgment, when you choose I'm getting a low vibrational standpoint over a high vibrational standpoint, you affect your protection spiritually, specifically, every time. And I feel like it's very, this like energy and subject of the matter is very sensitive because your opposite is Scorpio. So you can easily choose darkness over the light, okay? Easily. Which is why the highest self is in reverse. The equalizer is in reverse. Can you hear the sirens? What the fuck? And the birds. Dog is still barking. Yeah, every time you choose chaos, you affect your own protection. That's the loudest message with that. All right, we're done with that though. So, no disrespect toward it. Okay, but starting out, you have tradition upright. It's giving family tradition. But then tradition upright is looking at loyalty in reverse with solitude. Some of you need to separate from someone that you talk to, that you're around. I don't know. Whatever this is, it's associated with communication with her tongue. I don't know. Whoever that is, whoever you are actively communicating with, actively, I don't know. You trust this person. When I say active, it's consistent. This ain't no, y'all talk, every so often. No, this is someone that is very active in your current reality. And they're involved in your day-to-day some sort. If it's not day-to-day, it's most definitely week by week, okay? That's what I mean by consistent. There needs to be a separation with disloyalty being in reverse. And with solitude, there's a path you're called to walk alone. Also, with this energy, whoever you're around, you're very comfortable, but you're unable to see their true face. Okay? Okay. Yeah, okay. That's that on that. Moving on, you have Divine Feminine, the Void, with Codes in Nature. And then, hold on, I'm trying to show you. So, Divine Feminine, the Void, Codes in Nature, Miracles, and then Varun, Joy and Light, okay, which is basically like the sun. And Joy and Light fell on top of Divine Feminine and Codes in Nature. Okay, so going back to what I mentioned about, taking holistic healing more seriously, learning about herbalism, also that energy of discovering a truth. It feels like you're discovering a healing herb for yourself, because following this energy is clarity. But you know, it is truth that there's a cure for everything in nature. That is a fact. Now, where it's located in nature is a whole nother situation, but it is a fact, okay? This world, this earth that we live on was abundantly made, truly, okay? No matter what the outside world or the external environment makes it look like, the earth is very, very abundant and very healing. And it feels like there's some type of news cycle. With the void, you're in the art of creation. So there's some type of news cycle that you're getting into, but it more so feels like trying to figure out the how you say that word, regimen that works best for you. But I feel like it's like you're coming up with the perfect mixture in August. This could have happened in July. And if it did happen in July, you're expanding on it. If not, then you're discovering it in August. All right. Now, you have magic alignment. Interesting, we're reading this backwards. Magic alignment, sexuality, nature, nurture, and family in reverse. Feels like you're just focused on healing the body at this time. You could be very, how do I say it? You could just feel and experience a heightened sexual energy this month. I'll say it that way. But definitely focus on healing the body, taking care of the body, nurturing the body. And also noticing a difference, especially if you're someone that, you know, you're used to taking like medication for something. I'm not a doctor, but you're noticing a difference with this clarity card. Now, I don't know what the fuck is going on with the family, but the family is connected to someone's gambling with accountability. But you are in this energy of nurturing yourself, or definitely feeling the need to do so and aligning with that energy, you know, going grocery shopping, making sure you have the supplements, the herbs, the vitamins. But there's this energy of manifesting the body as a true temple, you know, if that makes sense. Now, let's see what's going on with that. This accountability and family in reverse. With the way I clear my throat, I feel like you may need to speak up about something. This is definitely your family with legacy here. I hear, it's Sunday, so the gospel songs are heavy, y'all, but Trinity 5:7, God's grace. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Okay. Some of you truly need to appreciate what you have in the present, because you didn't appreciate what you had in the past. I don't know what that's about. What's this accountability with family in reverse for Taurus? Nurture. So if you are a person that, like, if you work a lot, someone in your family, like, this could be within your household, but someone feels neglected. They could be expressing this in every other way but directly to you. Or if they are expressing it directly, you're not hearing them. It's flowing in one ear and out of the other. Oh, my nose is itching. And that could be something you are gambling with accountability in regards to. You know, you could be using whatever you got to do whatever, you know, to make ends meet, I don't know, you got a reason for everything. Is that the damn ice cream truck? It's so much damn noise. Okay, and that's something, yes, the witch doctor wisdom. Yes, yes, yes. So some of you, it's like, you know, when you are taking care of a family, it's also, it's healthy when you are also contributing to the building of the family. You know, when I say building of the family, being active, being present. Because as mentioned just a few minutes ago, appreciate the present because you didn't appreciate the past. There's something that you're focused on. It's like something at home needs your attention, something at home needs your love, okay? This could be your partner, this could be your children, but your family is feeling neglected by you. Or let's just say, you know, there was a point where you were very active with people that don't live with you in your family, you know? You know, you had like brunch dates and shit and whatever. But it's like now it's none of that is happening. Like people feel neglected by you. But they're not directly expressing this to you. Okay? And but you're the way her face is turned, you're not seeing this. So that's why I'm bringing it to your attention. Me and Spirit are. Okay, well I'm just a vessel. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, split the decks of clarity. That's the message with that. All right. Not too bad. Not too bad. But it's like, you know, yes, you are focused on taking care of yourself, but there are also, I feel like there are also other people that you may be responsible for taking care of. And money does not buy happiness. Yes, you know, the bills are paid, gratitude. But life itself, that experience, that human touch doesn't last always. Okay? Okay. If you haven't taken time off in a while, you should. Hold on. Okay. Taurus. It's like the people that matter really miss you. I don't know. It's like the people that will go to war with you really miss you. To help put into perspective who I'm referencing if you're unsure for yourself still. Okay. What's going on with Taurus and August? My nose is itching. Some of you could like the show Bewitched. We have the Knight of Swords, quick forward movement. But yeah, because the Knight of Swords is looking towards the past. And then you have the Six of Wands that fell underneath it in reverse. Okay, Taurus. Something about a past cycle repeating. Because you're not thinking something through. It's like you're acting with, you're doing this, acting without thinking. That situation. Whatever you are acting and not thinking in, that's a cycle that you are moving into, repeating, okay? Three of Wands. So, yeah, I do feel like before you make any further moves, any major decisions, even plan anything, say yes to something, say no to something, you just need some time. You need time to think. I don't know what you got going on in your personal life. Okay, you could have just a very busy schedule, you know. You could have a lot going on. You could have your hands in multiple pots, you know. You could be a jack or jane of all trades for yourself, whatever the case may be. But there is something, yeah, it's like, yeah, you are producing, but you're not, it's, there's whatever whatever you're doing, you're just moving, you're not thinking first, and therefore it's causing you to It's like a fixed cycle that's repeating. I know I just said that, but I feel like it's trying to come out in a different way, but I'm just not verbalizing it that way at this time. Yeah, justice, balance. Someone's name could be Justine. It's like basically you think that what you're doing is working for the good of everyone. However, it's really only serving you, and everyone else is feeling some type of way. Like truly. Which is more so working backwards instead of forward. Okay? It's starting to come out the way it's supposed to come out. Thank you, Spirit. Okay? All right, what else? The Knight of Cups. The Three of Cups. Is that all? Okay, that's what I'm about to say. Those cards just came out in the same damn order. All right, let's re-pull. Seven of Pentacles wanted to come out. You have a lot of reasons to smile, but you're not smiling. People could tell you that, like, why you always mad? Honey, people be... When people say that to me, I would be like, why are you talking to me? But I really just be in my head. But again, it's like, you need time to think. I can't... That's about to be your title. Okay? And this is not like when you laying in the bed before you go to sleep or just right when you wake up. Okay, no, you need time. Like you need a day or two to just think, you know, nothing to do, no one to answer to. Make it happen, Captain. Why do I keep saying that? Okay. I just said that for, who did I just do? Aries. Maybe you should watch Aries. Or maybe you did. All right. What else for Taurus? Taurus. What the hell? Taurus. Ten. Okay, that's a shift. Praise the Lord. Why is she in reverse? Thank you. Some of you have a bad habit of buying people's love. Is that the right way to say it? Like when somebody's mad, you buy them a gift, you bring them flowers, or I don't know, it's just, yeah, buying people's love, okay? I'm also getting this energy of like fighting. Do you judge people by their bank accounts? Because that's what this is giving. Baby, judge not, lest ye be judged, okay? Okay, moving on. What else? Okay. Is that all? I think that's all. Yeah. Judgment, Ace of Wands. That's good because they're both upright. All right. So you have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse with the Nine of Wands underneath her in reverse. You have the Eight of Swords. You have the Ten of Swords, okay? But there's a shift. Followed by the Ten of Swords is the Wheel of Fortune upright, the Magician upright. Then you have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Cups in reverse, as well as the Chariot. Some of you feel underpaid. However, it's like being underpaid, but also realizing or having some type of acceptance that it's really not going to get much better than what you got going on right now. You know, it's kind of like you're dissatisfied, but you're finding a way to be okay with being dissatisfied. If it's not financially, or it could be financially and or when it comes to the home life, your family, your partner, you could feel like you don't bring enough to the table, even if you are holding it down, you know? It's just, there's this, the theme is insufficiency, okay? With this Queen of Pentacles in reverse and Nine of Wands. Now, as I mentioned, for one or two of y'all do judge people by their bank accounts, which is a very dangerous game. And you should talk to God about that, okay? But moving on. Now, with the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Swords following the Queen of Pentacles in reverse with the Nine of Wands, you feel stuck in the cycle again. It's like you have no way out. You're starting to just accept the reality for what it is, okay? And then it's like, you know, being very... It's like you're thinking from things in a mature manner because you are very clear that the grass is not always greener on the other side. So it's like, you know, you may have a certain leisure or a certain benefit that even if you were to find the same field with more money, the sacrifices that would need to be made, like it just wouldn't be, it would be 20-80 versus the 80-20, you know? However, there's a shift coming with this Wheel of Fortune. Now, since this is 10-10, it's giving just a lot of noise throughout your reading, okay? Anywho, since this is 10-10, and you're not the only sign, but October, November, maybe the latter months, I don't know, shit's about to be popping, okay? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what they have planned upstairs, okay? I really don't, but something going on, okay? You see with this Magician, she got one hand above, one hand below. There's something cooking, okay, in the ethers, okay, that is happening around this October-ish. But in October, what I'm about to say, I'm going to iterate with every reading that I do in October. Since 2026 is a 10-year, and really 10 just simplifies to one, a new beginning. We're in a 9-year. We're in a year of endings. So October is a preview of 2026 for us all. And whatever is an Eight of Swords, Ten of Swords for you can shift to a Wheel of Fortune. You have the power to make it happen if you choose to do so. But in speaking in terms of the month of August, okay, because that's why we're here. Let me clarify this shift between moving from the Ten of Swords to the Wheel of Fortune. Because the Eight of Swords, Ten of Swords is your everyday life. But the Wheel of Fortune is divine intervention, okay? A fixed cycle, again, something you're starting to settle with, get comfortable with, completely shifting unexpectedly. But let me see, I hear what the elixir. What's the elixir of Taurus moving from the Ten of Swords to the Wheel of Fortune? I don't... Your spirit team, God, your spirit team, for one, okay? The Hierophant should. And the Two of Cups. So this Two of Cups could be meeting yourself halfway, or just spirit meeting you halfway due to, you know, diligence, putting in the hard work, staying consistent. You know, you could have mastered your 10 hours with something, okay, spiritually. Okay, we don't know, you know, sometimes we be knowing, but we don't always know every fucking specific of every fucking detail, okay? But that's okay. But again, this could be you coming into balance with yourself, or just, you know, again, spirit coming to meet you halfway, literally. I don't feel like this is a person that's helping you shift from the Ten of Swords to the Wheel of Fortune. With the Hierophant coming out, this is some but God type of energy, okay? This is some I got a testimony. Okay, this is how you go from the Ten of Swords to the Wheel of Fortune. That is a testimony. like you could explain, but you can't explain. Which is why following that is the Magician. Okay? And with the Six of Pentacles is being in reverse, this is, not everyone needs to know. Okay? You don't need to post it. Certain blessings should be kept sacred. If you expose everything that you are gifted and given, then you become a distrustful individual. Because what do you protect? You know, people say everyone has a price, but that's not true. I feel like people that have a price have some very deep karmic soul shit going on. But not everyone that is in this world is of this world, which is why I say not everyone has a price. If you are someone with the right price type of energy, God bless you. If you are someone that is in this world and not of it, that's about to be shown. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Temperance, okay? Okay. Anything else? Okay. So they clarified that's what they had to say, but you have everything is fine. Okay? Okay. Moving on. You may want to watch Aquarius. But we are now working with elements. So baby, the fixed signs, that's not element, but I don't know. It's just, baby, it's about to be very tribal gang out here, okay? And that is not just speaking of people of color, okay, baby? You got the Masons out here. You got, honey, some secret societies and things, y'all. Honey, it doesn't matter the color of the skin. It's about to be real tribal gang out here, okay? I said what I said. Moving on. Taurus. Everybody got trust issues. You got trust in reverse, but this in this deck, trust in reverse is the Fool in reverse. So you could be hesitant to take a certain risk at this time. Yeah, literally. Moving on. You're hesitant to take a certain risk at this time. With these footprints being in the sand, you see them? With the footprints in the sand, it's kind of like, you know, it's like feeling like if you walk away, it's like you feel like walking away from something is like a betrayal, or it's like needing to ensure that, you know how people be writing such and such was here, like your memory is never forgotten. I don't know. What else? Taurus. You have love. Did we already use this deck? I don't think we did. Your 6-9 is in a reverse. So you have love and followed. Okay. You have love upright followed by simply love in reverse. Okay. That's 6-6. And then you have rest and reconsider. Oh. So are some of you conflicted on moving forward with a relationship or leaving a relationship behind? So that's what this is giving me. Children could be involved. Or someone, it could be vice versa, honey. There's something about children being involved. And baby, and then you have 86 here too. Yeah, that's walking away from something, especially with moving on. But footprints, like, it's like not walking away because you don't want somebody to upgrade. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird in a sense, okay? But then it's like, you know, there's a lot to lose here as well, you know? And I feel like this is a reconnecting to appreciate the present because you didn't appreciate the past with this rest and reconsider at the end of this energy. But if you are not walking away due to children, let me tell you something. Most children that live in households like that experience very unhealthy, toxic relationships, okay? Okay? What they see is what they imitate, good or bad. And if you're the parent that says, don't do what I do, they're going to turn that shit up about 10 times to do what you do. Okay? Okay. Anything else? Sadness and isolation. It's like you're, I don't know, are you scared to choose you? You need time to think. Okay, that's what we're going back to. You need time to think, okay? And I feel like when you make the time to think, wherever you go to think, okay? We still, honey, enjoy summer while it lasts, okay? Autumn will be here before you know it. But wherever you go, you need pen and paper. I feel like you need to go with a blank notebook, okay? Buy you a fresh pen. Or maybe, yeah, buy you a fresh pen or buy the mechanical pencil with the eraser, okay? And honey, get you some snacks and something to drink. And set an intention. And I feel like you need to go somewhere. Sometimes I just be laughing at the wrong fucking times, okay? This is one of those times. I feel like you need to go somewhere where you can be, you can truly be free. And when I say free, like if you're not the type of person, you don't like people seeing you crying in public, then wherever you go, you need to be comfortable crying in public. Like it needs to be a safe space for you, okay? I don't know what that experience is going to be like for you. It feels very spiritual with how I'm explaining it and how I'm feeling it and how I'm seeing it, but that's what you need at this time, okay? You need time to think outside in nature, not in four walls, okay? Thoughts need to be able to flow through the air with a fresh pad, meaning paper, and a fresh writing utensil, okay? Set an intention and figure it the fuck out, okay? And I feel like this may need to be a weekend trip or something. I don't know. But I feel like you need to not leave until you figure it out. Because this indecision and not trusting your own damn judgment cannot continue to go on. Okay? Because this is how you, honey, you need to go somewhere and think. Okay? Again. Yes. And then once you success and growth, do you see it? All right, that is the result, okay, if you take heed to the advice that I am providing, all right? Yeah, blossom, okay, rebuilding, all right, joy and stability, okay, it's up to you to listen and take the advice. I'm just a messenger, just trying to help you and us all, okay? Maybe I'll be helping myself too, all right? Taurus. Like some of y'all may think like, you know, if you clear the house for a weekend, that's enough. No, you need to be outside. Let me just make myself clear. Clearing the house for a weekend is not sufficient. Okay, clearing the house for a weekend, opening up all the damn windows to be connected, because that's how y'all be doing it. Y'all be, honey, no. Go outside. Find you some shade. Stop complaining about the heat. Accept what I am saying to you, okay? Let's move on. Radical acceptance in reverse, overwhelming plenty is upright. Okay. Taurus, August. Clarify the overwhelming plenty, please. Thanks. What else? You know what's interesting? I don't know what's going on with me and them, but every time I've been asking for them to clarify something for me, they've been giving me a clarity card in reverse, okay? Which I know what it means. I'm just speaking on it right now because they just did that again, okay? But we're still gonna tie it into the message, all right? All right. They're funny. Moving on, Taurus. Yeah. Sacred contract, upright. Winter's dream in reverse. Okay. I understand. Anything else? Ooh, I like it a lot. We're good. We are good. Okay. So you have, again, beloved, radical acceptance in reverse. Yes, find you, Taurus princess, yes. Okay, I love the river. Well, I love the river too, but the river I love, I no longer live by, so I have to find a new river I need to explore. But since you put that in the comments, I'm going to put that on my to-do list. Matter of fact, let me write it down. Ray, find a river. Thank you. Okay. Anywho, so yeah, beloved, radical acceptance in reverse. You have overflow, overwhelming plenty, upright. Covenant, sacred contract, upright. You have winter's dream, gestation period in reverse. You have well song resonating. The energy feels very compassionate. You have, this is the card I was talking about when I made my comment, but a tidy house, clarity, and organization in reverse. But it's clarifying overwhelming plenty. And then underneath sacred contract, you have ancestral wisdom, lay of the land. Okay. So I'm gonna go a little deep for a second, and then I'm gonna bring it back surface level, okay? Yeah, thank you, chair. Okay, so to go deep for a second, there are certain ancestors that you work with right now that you were alive with in a past life. And I do feel like with this lay of the land, ancestral wisdom, and sacred contract, there is something, you know how the tribes have certain rituals and certain, you know, they did things a certain way. There's another word that I'm looking for, but I can't identify it at the moment, okay? But it's, yeah, there's just a way that things were done, but this is more so, it feels like an offering of a sense. Yeah. Some of you could do like water offerings. They're wanting the offering to be different, but it's something that was done, I hear once ago, specifically once ago. But this is a lifetime ago. Whatever this is that I'm speaking of, I do feel like, I don't know, it's going to come to you. How it's going to come to you, I don't know. But it's more so coming to you in like puzzle pieces. So just peep game when they're giving you game. And that could be hard to do, especially with all of the noise. You could really have a lot going on in your environment. But if they want you to recognize something and see something, they will. So peep game, okay? There could also, with radical acceptance being in reverse, you know, you could definitely feel called to do something, practice something. I don't know. And with resonating, it feels like you're just not fucking with it right now. But eventually you will. Because the overwhelming plenty is like just having too much going on right now. And again, you need to go right with the blank paper and pen, okay? So your ancestors can put you on game, okay? And maybe that's that too. And I feel like as far as the timeline, this needs to be before winter solstice starts. Winter solstice starts December 21st. So today is August 10th. You have over 60 days. Do you? Where are we? Hold on. September. You have over 90 days in this 9 year. But also, when it comes to your household, there's clutter that needs to be cleaned up, okay? There is structure that needs to be implemented. I just feel like everyone is exhausted. You're tired, you exhausted, whoever. Shit, if you got animals, they're exhausted. What do they be doing? I don't fucking know, but they exhausted too. There needs to be a frequency reset, okay? If you don't have a bell, go get you one, okay? I feel like the bells need to ring all throughout the home, okay? To help reset too. Yeah. That could also contribute to the, you know, really just not having time to think, okay? Honey, it's just too much shit to do. I know I already said that, but there's a need to clean house, okay? For sure. And also, water therapy would do you very good at this time. Water therapy such as swimming. That's the only thing I can name right now. But yeah, look into water therapy. Okay. Yeah, radical acceptance flipped up right. All right. Hold on, I'm about to look it up. Water therapy. We got time. Okay, therapy water. Hold on. It's hydrotherapy. The use of water for therapeutic purposes, including treating injuries and managing pain. What is it though? Physical therapy that takes place in a pool. Feels like you need salt water though. Hold on. When it comes to lakes, you have to use your discernment when it comes to lakes, okay? Because most lakes, especially in America, there are communities underneath, okay? So I just want to preface that. I just need to make that statement, okay? Because baby, the ancestors are very active right now. They have been, but yeah, just be mindful when it comes to water or wherever you go. Just be mindful of lakes, okay? Um okay, but I guess water therapy is the pool, basically. There's a Japanese water therapy. All right, let's move on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me try one more search. The hot tub is water therapy. Okay, you can do ai chi. You can do aqua running, aquatic exercise, water massage, watsu. Okay, but yeah, get into aquatic therapy, water therapy, okay? Hydrotherapy. Moving on. Taurus. Winged messengers. Pay attention to the birds that you see and the messages that messages that they bring. Every bird that you see is a sign of what's to come, is what I'm getting throughout this month. What's to come as far as cycles changing in your life. Yeah, the Akashic field, what's manifesting for you, positive and or negative, okay? There's something needs to be done before winter. You have summer, winter reverse. Yeah. February 1st could be a significant day for you. Taurus. You have 14, initiation, and the Count Saint Germain. Some of you need to wash your hair. Taurus. And be more intentional when you cleanse your crown chakra, when you're washing your hair too. I don't know who I said this to. I think I said it to the Scorpio. I think. Yeah, you're opposite. But when you are releasing energy, you need to align, like follow up with the energy you want to invite in. Yeah, the divine physician. Anything else? Yeah, you're definitely being asked to do something. I don't know. It's like you're being asked to be involved in something that you were involved in a past life. I don't know how to really articulate that in another way at this time. Clearing the way came out sideways, as well as Uriel and the Sphinx. Anything else for Taurus? Okay. Thank you. You have the light of the world on the bottom as well. And today is the 10. And that is a 10 card here on this good Sunday. But yeah, so winged messengers, the Akashic field. Pay attention to the birds that show up. They're showing you what's to come. There is something you need to accomplish before the end of winter. A lot of you are starting a new journey. In Sagittarius season. Yes. Some of you could be going back to school in Sagittarius season, or starting a class, or you could be getting into the hydrotherapy then. I don't know. Now, with the divine physician followed by clearing the way, even though, and clearing the way and sideways is underneath winged messengers. But the divine physician it's giving you need to be present for something, okay? In order to heal a situation at home, with your children, with your family, you need to show up, okay? There needs to be time. I don't mean show up for a fucking hour. Like, give them out of this 24-hour damn day, give someone an hour. That's fucked up. What the fuck is the point of showing up? Respectfully. But time, okay? But you need this time for yourself too. But also, again, cups feel empty around you that you're responsible for pouring into. But moving on, with clearing the way, being underneath winged messengers, your ancestors are definitely trying to help show you the way out of something. But I feel with Uriel and the Sphinx, it's just connected to something you used to do before, but not in this life, okay? There could be, like, you may enjoy museums. There's something, oh my God, there's something about certain statues that you may see, just like traveling or at museums, that are very familiar to you. The familiar. How you, it's very familiar. Okay, I trying to say what I'm trying to say is about to have me in a whole tongue twisted situation. Okay, but that is for a reason. It's kind of like the energy of like, I know you from somewhere, but I can't figure out where from where. Yeah, you do know, you know. And also, like, if there are certain statues or whatever the case is that I'm referencing that resonates for you, it could be paintings, it could be anything. Whatever stands out, whatever is like, this seems familiar, take note of that, research that. I feel like that will help spark clues, winged messengers, Uriel and the Sphinx, of what this is that I'm referring to, that you're being asked to tap back into with this Akashic field. Okay? But yeah, something new is beginning in Sagittarius season. I don't know why some of you, I don't know why this is important or coming up, but some of you, it's like you go to bed between the hours of 10 and 11. I don't know. Wishes fulfilled. You don't want to walk away from something. That's the wishes fulfilled in reverse. The Queen of Scrolls and the Architect. There's something about not wanting to sacrifice what you've built. And I feel like that's in regards to like if you have a family with someone. Now, for others of you, so we have the wishes fulfilled in reverse, the Queen of Scrolls upright, the Architect in reverse, and then intricacies in industry upright. You could work in communication somehow. Like whatever you do for work, you verbally communicate, or you type and communicate, you write and communicate, like you speak, you communicate. Okay. Wishes fulfilled in reverse is very obvious. The Architect in reverse with wishes fulfilled is giving the vision not the vision not visioning. You know how it's write the vision, make it plain, and it's like you made the vision very plain with the Queen of Scrolls, okay? But your wishes are unfulfilled. For some of you, when it comes to, I was about to say a drawing board. Maybe you need to invest in one. But when it comes to vision boards, because again, the vision is envisioning, some of you you don't believe in that. I don't know. It's like you've had vision boards and, one or two, but out of the entire vision board, it's like the effort you put into it, life has not reflected that. I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you haven't created one in a while. If you are the type that you do your vision board on your phone, which is, I fuck with that, okay? Because most people are on their phones most of the time, so seeing that vision does help program the psyche. But I do feel like you're being asked to use your hands as well, with that divine physician coming out, and Jesus healed through his hands. Now, going back to the first part, if you don't create vision boards anymore, you stop creating because you stop believing. When you stop believing, it contributes to wishes being unfulfilled. Being an architect is being a creator, being a visionary, Putting what's in the mind on paper and then building what you put on paper in reality. And with intricacies in the industry, whatever empire or business you desire to have or build for yourself, could be anything from fucking storefront to real estate to fucking, I don't know, insurance, okay? I don't know, whatever it is. In order for that to build, you need to believe again. You need to dream again. You need to reconnect with the inner child again. Okay? Okay. Is it Rosagella or Rosagella? Hi. Please tell me how to pronounce your name. Oh. I see you. You know, let me tell you. I feel like my guys are speaking through your comments, okay? Maybe I don't know how to swim. I feel like in a past life I drowned. Because I've taken swimming lessons, I've been thrown in the pool, like I've been through it all. At this point, I'm truly traumatized, okay? Because like being thrown in, like, and being, like, I thought I was about to die, okay? And motherfuckers was laughing and thinking it was funny. That shit wasn't funny to me. Not any time that it happened, okay? And then I know it works for some, but that shit didn't work for me, okay? It did not work for me. And when it doesn't work for me, I rebel against it. But I've been saying for a very long time I need to learn how to swim. But I know I will only learn from someone's energy that I trust. So I need to get on my shit. Okay, that's Thank you, Taurus Princess. Oh, I like that. That's different. I'm gonna read it out loud for the playback because I feel like people need to hear it. It says, I use my vision board for positive statements through trauma healing. Haven't used it for goals. Try it. But no, positive statements through trauma healing is very unique. I like that. All right, anything else? Hold on, before we go there. What else for Taurus? Anything else? I hear In the Morning by Mary Mary. You'll be all right. Okay. You have Eagle. Pay attention to the birds. Triumph over troubles and obstacles. You have Sunrise. It came out in reverse, but that's shifting. New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. I feel like this is more so Sag season for you specifically. You have Chair Filled. Someone new is entering your life. You also have Shield. You need to defend yourself, but it's not direct. You need to defend yourself is more so giving. You need to defend your dream, whatever that is for you, because we all have a dream. Shout out to Martin Luther King. Oh shit, that was a bar, but no, seriously. Yeah, because it's a chain of events that will affect your life. All right, anything else? December. December is Sag, Capricorn. So yeah, Sagittarius season, there's a shift. Butterfly, a change for the better. And then you have Ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. It's more so giving your dream, but your dream could be a romantic fantasy too. I don't know. I ain't judging. I don't think Spirit is either. But just defend it, stand on it, and fight for it. I said this before, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm a misquote like a motherfucker, okay? But there was the Steve Harvey morning show. I was listening to that one day, going to Wawa. I really miss Wawa. Oh my God, I miss Wawa so much. Anywho, that's not the point. But I was at Wawa and Steve Harvey was on the radio. He was like, you know, when you have a dream, this is where I'm misquoting like a motherfucker, okay? But basically, when you have a dream, there may be, you may be in a pool with a million other people that have that same dream. Now, who achieves that dream is who is most dedicated, who works the hardest. You get the point? Okay, again, I'm misquoting, but I feel the need to bring that up to you as motivation, you know, when you get tired to still push through. The card that you, see, baby, you need time to think, okay? Guardians of the Land, guardians of the land, protection. Now this isn't, it didn't pop out, but I wanted to, this needed to be shown to you. Also pay attention to the deer, the bucks, the stags. I call them bucks, they're stags, but final message for Taurus, please. I just need one to close this out. Just one. Thank you. That's still not one. They're playing with me. That was your card. That was your card. Yeah. Pure spirit perfection. I said perfection. This definitely says purification, but protection. I combined the cards. So I guess pure spirit purification, a new beginning is coming. And you are divinely protected, but definitely connect with nature. Okay? I just feel like it's really time for you to tap in and stop playing. I really love these cards. All right, let me go. We've been here for a very long time. I love you. God bless you. We are doing Gemini next. Mwah. Bye.